4th grade. It's Mrs. Boswell. And for the next 2 weeks, we're going to be learning about ecology. And I'm going to focus right here, right now. And I'm going to focus on this O-L-O-G-Y, or this suffix, ology. Okay? Ology is the study of something. Okay? And so in science term, you might hear ology quite a bit. You might hear like biology, psychology. Okay? That O-L-O-G-Y is a study of something. And so we're going to learn what is the study of ecology. Okay? So it says, I can describe and define ecology in our ecosystem. So that's kind of what our focus is on today. So it says, what is ecology? Ecology is the study. So remember I said that ology means the study of something. Ecology is the study of the relationships between living things and their surroundings or environment. Here in just a little bit, you're going to be watching a video to understand what is ecology.
How many different types of organisms do you see in this picture? Or how many different living and non-living items do you see in this picture? As you study these pictures, you begin to get a clue about what ecology is all about. Welcome to Moo Math and Science, and what is ecology? Ecology is the study of how organisms interact with one another and with their physical environment. Ecology isn't just about rainforests or other types of forests. Have you seen mold grow on bread? Or mushrooms grow on rotting logs? Or watched ants search for food? If so, you have seen examples of ecology in action. One goal of ecology is to understand the distribution and variety of living things in their physical environment. For instance, you will find different living and non-living objects in the desert, compared to a coral reef, compared to your backyard. These differences in nature are driven by interactions among living organisms as well as between organisms and their physical environment. As an example, let's go back to the mold growing on bread. Mold is more likely to appear on bread than, say, a rock. Why might this be the case? Well, maybe the mold needs certain nutrients to grow, and these nutrients are found on the bread and not on the rock. You can classify these interactions as either biotic, which means living organisms, and abiotic, which are non-living objects. Ants, dogs, fish, mushrooms, plants, and this praying mantis are examples of biotic factors. Clouds, sunshine, water, and diamonds would be examples of abiotic factors. Let's apply the idea of biotic and abiotic factors to another organism, one that a field ecologist might be likely to study. For years, the population of honeybees has been declining in North America. Bees are very important to their environment because they help pollinate plants. Understanding the main factors responsible for this decline in bees help ecologists form plans to protect the species. Ecologists may ask a question like this: why is the bee population declining? Ecologists would then draw on many areas, including biology, genetics, earth science, chemistry, and physics, to name just a few, to help solve this question. Ecology can be studied at 5 broad levels: the organism, population, community, ecosystem, and biosphere. Let's take a look at each level. Organism. An organism can range from a single protus to a large animal like an elephant. Population is a group of organisms of the same species that live in the same area at the same time. A community. A biological community consists of all the populations of different species that live in a given area. An ecosystem consists of all the organisms in an area, the community, and the abiotic factors that influence the community. And biosphere. This is planet Earth, viewed as an ecological system. So in summary, ecology is the study of how organisms interact with one another and their physical environment. And remember, kindness always multiplies kindness. Thanks for watching and move.
All right. So we just watched a video on ecology and the study of ecology and understanding ecology. Our next video, give me 1 second. Okay.
How many different types of organisms?
We'll see if it goes. The next one we're going to learn about is what is an ecosystem? It says an ecosystem is a community or a group of living organisms that live in and interact with each other in specific environments. And you just saw in the last video that they said in ecology, it's the study of the ecosystems and those organisms that live in the ecosystems. And this is just going to break it down a little bit further for you about what is an ecosystem. And we're going to focus a lot on these ecosystems this week. So here we go.
One day in 5th grade science class, not too long ago, I was introduced to the concept of an ecosystem, and it changed my life forever. Not sure what an ecosystem is? Don't worry. Today, we'll be heading outside to learn what ecosystems are, how we classify them, and why they matter to you and me. Let's get started. Ecosystems are communities of plants, animals, and their surroundings. They can be as large as Yellowstone National Park or as small as a single tree. Everything in the ecosystem is connected through a network of interactions which allow energy and nutrients to flow throughout the entire system. For example, let's think about a forest. Trees turn sunlight and nutrients into leaves, branches, and fruits, which provide food and shelter for animals. These animals help the trees grow by spreading their seeds and pollen, and create nutritious soil when they produce waste or die and decompose. We'll talk about all of this in more detail in future videos, but for now, the important thing to remember is that ecosystems are communities of many interconnected plants, animals, and their surroundings. We usually define ecosystems based on the types of plants and animals which can be found there. There are two main types of ecosystems, terrestrial and aquatic. Terrestrial ecosystems are land-based and include habitats such as forests and grasslands. Aquatic ecosystems are water-based and include habitats such as lakes, rivers, estuaries, and the ocean. Both of these types of ecosystems can occur in many different climates and include a wide variety of organisms, depending on factors such as temperature, precipitation, and geographic features. For example, a forest in North Carolina might be home to animals such as red-shouldered hawks or black rat snakes, but a forest in Costa Rica could have scarlet macaws or bird snakes. In later videos, we'll learn about the different jobs that animals can have in an ecosystem. But for now, let's talk about why ecosystems are important to you and me. For one thing, healthy ecosystems ensure that a wide variety of plants and animals are able to survive and thrive. This variety of life is known as biodiversity. Biodiversity helps ecosystems recover from changes such as wildfires, diseases, or invasive species, which could seriously upset the natural balance. When an ecosystem becomes unbalanced, it is harder for animals to find food and shelter, and plants to get the nutrients that they need to grow. This matters to you because healthy ecosystems keep our air and water clean and provide nutritious food for us and other animals. Also, studying these natural areas helps us learn how to protect them and keep them healthy. Can you think of an ecosystem that you enjoy spending time in? Maybe you like going on vacation to the beach or mountains, or playing soccer at a park. What animals and plants do you find in those places? When you make observations about the natural world, you are learning about ecosystems just like scientists. Thanks so much for joining me today and learning what ecosystems.
All right. So we just learned about what is an ecosystem. So we've reviewed what is ecology, and now we've done what is an ecosystem. Your activity for today, give me 1 second. Oops, let's see if I can go through it. Okay, is you are going to be creating a picture. Okay, so the materials you're going to need is a blank piece of paper. You can use crayons, markers, and a pencil. Okay, your activity is to use that blank piece of paper to draw a picture to describe what is ecology and an ecosystem to you. So what do those mean to you? All right, you can use both pictures and words to explain your thoughts. I do want you to use pictures and words to help me understand your thought process in your picture. So here is an example right here. I have an abiotic, which is our sunlight, which is a non-living thing, okay? Or we have the sheep here, which is a biotic, which is a living thing. You also have water over here. And we're going to be talking about what you're going to be showing me on your paper is what is ecology to you and what is an ecosystem, and drawing pictures to represent that, and then words to kind of talk about it. So for example, you could write on your picture the words biotic and abiotic and tell me, what do those mean to you? So maybe I might have a picture of an abiotic characteristics and a biotic characteristics. But I just want you to explain what is ecology and what is ecosystem on your picture. Once you're done, you'll submit that on Seesaw. Good luck today.